let's move on. Let's round off MMA news.
Yes.
Tough 29 is apparently premiering in June, and we do have the weight classes for the competitors. They will be middleweights and bantamweights.
Yeah.
So interesting. I actually like it when they do that. You know, they do one smaller weight class and then, a heavyweight or something like that.
And they just have the middleweights and bantamweights fight each other.
Oh,
it's great.
that's
I
the best
love
part.
This is the great content that we need and deserve.
Yep.
So
and I heard it's
gonna be
females
fun.
and males. So we got male middleweights fighting female
No,
bantamweights.
no. It's female middleweights, male bantamweights.
Just fucking Gertha from Walmart down the streets, fucking fighting some chick.
Those chicks are yoked at 185. Amanda.
Look out.
Amanda, look out.
They're coming for you. They're coming for you. So the unfortunate thing for this tough 29 is
You're not a big fan of the coaches.
I'm just, there's going to be no shit talk.
No
shit talk. And if there is shit talk, it's manufactured. They're going to be like, hey, Volk, you need to say that Brian Ortega's hair is silly or something like that. Brian Ortega's like, what the fuck?
Brian Ortega's like,
attacks him instantly. Fucking attacks him. It was on. It's fighting words if you talk about his hair, so.
Right. But, I in all fairness, Brian Ortega might bring something interesting into this tough season, because if you remember the whole Korean Zombie debacle with the Jay Park guy got in his face, there was some drama there. So, I mean, if we see that kind of Brian Ortega, it might be really good for his career, too. Mm-hmm. Because if he kind of gets on the map on this public reality show setting, the fans kind of get more of, like, who he is as a person. Because Brian Ortega, to me, I mean, because I watch week in, week out, I know Brian Ortega, but I think for the casual fan, for people who might not know as much, he's kind of a mystery.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What do you really hear or see of Brian Ortega the same way that you would like Max Holloway or someone where you know who Max is? Everyone knows who Max is.
True, and he was just away from the sport for fucking 2 years before he took that Korean Zombie fight or something like that. So, I mean, this could get this fight a lot of hype. This is a fight that doesn't have a whole lot of hype behind it right now, I think. Yeah. Like, if it wasn't on that Francis Ngannou-Stipe card, I wouldn't have been excited for it.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's a good fight. It's a good matchup, but I think Volk is just better on the feet, and I think that's where this fight's going to be, is on the feet. I haven't seen Brian Ortega's wrestling yet.
But it's very interesting if it goes to the ground, because Brian Ortega's jiu-jitsu is fucking insane.
Goes to the ground, it's over. I'll say that right now. For Volkanovski.
Oh, okay.
I think he gets submitted if it goes down to the ground.
You are underestimating Brian Ortega on the ground,
If it goes down to the ground, Volkanovski gets submitted. I will say that right now. You heard it here first. It's just if it stays on the feet, Volkanovski 5-0.
Even Brian Ortega 2.0?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think Max Holloway pieces up Brian Ortega 2.0. Still.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a more interesting matchup just because the way he did completely outclass Korean Zombie, but I do think there's levels of this. And the way that Max Holloway was almost shut down by Volkanovski in the first fight completely. The second fight, yes, you could say Max Holloway won that fight, but it was like way more competitive. It was a very good, close fight. I just don't see a Brian Ortega hanging with Volkanovski on the feet. And I do think Volkanovski's defensive wrestling is good enough that Brian Ortega is not going down to the ground with him.
Wow.
And I think Brian Ortega's confidence might be so high from that Korean Zombie fight that he's going to want to stand and bang. And I think that's the worst thing he could possibly do. So we'll see. Hopefully he's shooting some double legs right now on his coach, because I think that's what he needs to do. Like, I got 100% legit. That's what I think is going to happen. This fight's probably not going to happen for, 6 months? 6 months from now?
No.
Something like that. I mean, they do have to run through this whole season.
Yeah, it'll be the whole season. So my guess, probably October, November.
Yeah.
That's when we'll get this fight.
That makes sense.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Absolutely.